Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Throwing on first down. Day. And he fires one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson. 77 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? You give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Golden Tate.
16 yards, a first down.
First down, Giants.
Jones now on first down. He's got the first down, more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Holden Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Barkley.
That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this down.
Brought down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So this should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down. Day. And the catch made by Johnson. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that one.
Well, they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that makes capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
To Barkley on the check down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Johnson on the return. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where you always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They go for brought down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of
good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry for Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 16. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Giants.
From the gun, Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Loss of 5 yards.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Vikings 14, Giants 13.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 37-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw. Day forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Back to throw again. Oh, down at the line and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Day. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He finds his man Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again, and that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. So we have an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Now here's Johnson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason we're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Johnson's got it complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Completes it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Alexander Madison.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Back to throw. Day. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Vikings, first down.
From the gun, Day. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you're panicking as well think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost in.
And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's Jones. Throwing again. He completes it to Tate. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
First down.
From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jones running off to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Johnson on its pick 3 for Bills Hill. The Giants have it. It's picked up, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. Touchdown, Giants.
Jones pass.
Golden Tate hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And what's that one incomplete there? Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Now Jones throwing on first down. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
And out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Day. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Day. And that will be incomplete.
Day's pass intended for Herb Smith.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. This is incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Turnover.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Jalen Mills on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Barkley. Take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.